You're a fresh grad, computer science degree still warm from the printer. You hop on LinkedIn, ready to land that first dev job. You've got a clean profile, you're hitting easy apply like it's a slot machine, and you're connecting with recruiters who definitely care about your future. 3 months later, 0 responses, not even a rejection, just digital silence. LinkedIn isn't failing at helping you get a job. It's succeeding at exactly what it was designed to do: help people who already have jobs get better jobs. For everyone else, welcome to the 97% rejection rate club, where your application goes to die alongside 249 others in a folder nobody will ever open. Let me hit you with some numbers that'll make you question your life choices. The average corporate job posting gets 250 applications. For entry-level developer roles, double that, sometimes triple if it's remote. Only 2 to 3% of online applicants ever get a response. Not a job, not an interview, a response. Meanwhile, referred candidates, someone's cousin who knows Python, have a 28% chance of getting hired. You're not bad at job hunting. You're not writing trash code. You're playing a game where the house always wins and the house is someone's golf buddy. The real kicker, 70 to 80% of jobs never even make it to LinkedIn. They're filled through what recruiters call the hidden job market, which is just corporate speak for, we already know who we're hiring, but legal says we need to post it. LinkedIn started in 2003 as basically a digital Rolodex. Reid Hoffman and his PayPal mafia buddies created it as a place to store your resume online and maybe connect with that guy from your last job who knew some old framework before it was cool. For about a decade, it worked exactly as intended. You'd update your profile when you changed jobs, accept connections from people you'd actually met, and recruiters could search for Java developers in San Francisco without having to dig through Monster.com's dumpster fire of an interface. Then 2012 happened. LinkedIn launched influencers and decided everyone needed to be a thought leader. Suddenly your feed wasn't job postings and updates from former colleagues. It was, I gave a homeless man my sandwich today. Here's what he taught me about B2B sales. Agree? Thoughts? I just want to say how humbled and grateful I am to announce. But the real transformation came in 2016 when Microsoft dropped $26.2 billion to acquire LinkedIn. You know what happens when a giant corporation spends GDP of a small country money on a platform? They need to make that money back. Enter the engagement algorithm. By 2023, LinkedIn went full Facebook. The algorithm now rewards dwell time and engagement. You know what gets engagement? Not your thoughtful post about solving a complex debugging issue. It's Gary, the VP, posting a selfie with his team, captioned, "So blessed to work with these rock stars." The platform that once helped you find jobs now requires you to perform like a dancing monkey just to appear in searches. Post daily, share your wins, build your personal brand. Meanwhile, actual job seekers are like, "Bro, I just want a salary so I can afford ramen that isn't from the dollar store." Here's a fun game. Go search entry-level software developer on LinkedIn right now. I'll wait. Find anything requiring 0 to 1 years of experience? No? That's because 35% of entry-level jobs now require 3+ years of experience. 3 years. That's not entry-level, that's, we want to pay entry-level salary for someone who's already trained. It gets worse. LinkedIn's own search algorithm is actively working against you. When recruiters search for candidates, they filter by years of experience. Got 0 years? Congratulations, you're invisible. The algorithm literally will not show your profile in search results. It's a beautiful catch-22. You need experience to be seen on LinkedIn, but you need to be seen on LinkedIn to get experience. The dirty secret is that companies know exactly what they're doing. They're fishing for laid-off senior devs desperate enough to take junior salaries. Or better yet, they're creating impossible requirements so they can say we couldn't find qualified local candidates and outsource the role. Meanwhile, bootcamp grads and CS students are out here like, I guess I'll just die. Buckle up, because this one's going to hurt. 30 to 40% of job postings on LinkedIn are fake, not scams, though those exist too. These are real companies posting real-looking jobs that they have 0 intention of filling. Why? Oh, let me count the ways. The pipeline excuse. We're not hiring now, but we want to build a talent pipeline for the future. Translation. We want a database of desperate developers we can lowball when we actually need someone. The investor theatre. Look how fast we're growing. We have 50 open positions. Meanwhile, there's a hiring freeze and half the engineering team just got laid off. The internal promotion charade. They already know they're promoting Jessica from the back-end team, but HR policy says they need to post it externally. So they post it, collect 300 applications, then act shocked when Jessica is the best candidate. The visa game. Post a job with impossible requirements, claim no local candidates qualify, hire someone on a visa for 60% of market rate. It's not illegal if you technically tried to hire locally. I know a guy who applied to the same urgently hiring position at a FANG company every month for 6 months. Same job ID, same requirements, still urgently hiring. That posting has been up longer than some JavaScript frameworks have existed. You're not just competing against other candidates, you're performing in a play where the director already chose the lead, and you're all auditioning for a role that doesn't exist. Remember those stats from earlier? Let me make them hurt more. While you're crafting the perfect cover letter that no one will read, here's what's actually happening. Brad from sales mentions his nephew is into computers. The kid gets fast-tracked to a phone screen. Sarah from product has a former colleague looking for work. Straight to the hiring manager. The CEO's golf buddy's daughter just graduated. Wow, what timing. We just opened a position. Companies literally pay employees thousands of dollars in referral bonuses. At big tech companies, it can be $5,000 to $10,000 for referring a developer who gets hired. You think Karen from HR is going to look at your beautifully formatted resume when she could help her coworker make rent? The numbers don't lie. Referrals make up 7% of applications, but 40% of hires. Employee referrals are 4x more likely to be hired. 70 to 80% of jobs never hit the public market. The platform that promised to democratize professional networking just digitized the old boys club. Instead of golf courses and country clubs, it's now mutual connections and second-degree networks. At least in the old days, nepotism had the decency to hide in the shadows. Now it's right there in your feed. Excited to announce my nephew is joining our engineering team. So what's a junior developer to do? First, accept that LinkedIn is not a job board. It's a directory. A phone book with profile pictures. Use it accordingly. Stop using Easy Apply. That button is where dreams go to die. It's the career equivalent of buying lottery tickets at a gas station. The house always wins, and the house is an ATS system that rejected you because your resume had the wrong font. The email hack. Find people on LinkedIn, then contact them literally anywhere else. Email, Twitter, carrier pigeon. The moment you leave LinkedIn's walled garden, your response rate triples. Hi, I saw you work at Tech Corp. Hits different in an email than in the 47th LinkedIn. InMail they got this week. GitHub over LinkedIn profile. You know what recruiters can't ignore? Actual code. While everyone's updating their LinkedIn headline to passionate full-stack developer, React enthusiast, coffee addict, you could be building actual projects. One decent GitHub repository is worth 1,000 endorsements for JavaScript. The reverse Uno. Instead of applying to jobs, make things that get you noticed. Build a tool people actually use. Write a blog post that solves a real problem. Create a NPM package with more than 50 downloads. Suddenly, recruiters are sliding into your DMs. The nuclear option. Just don't use LinkedIn for job hunting. I'm serious. Use it to find company names and employee emails. Use it to research who works where. But the actual applying, the networking, do it anywhere else. Your success rate will literally improve by doing the opposite of what LinkedIn tells you to do. LinkedIn is a $26 billion monument to a beautiful lie. That the tech industry is a meritocracy where anyone can make it with enough hustle and the right keywords in their profile. The reality is the same old game with a new UI. The people who needed LinkedIn the least benefited from it the most. The senior developers with fat networks got fatter offers. The VPs became thought leaders. The people who already had jobs got better jobs. Meanwhile, junior developers are out here optimizing their profiles like it's SEO 2010, believing that the right combination of buzzwords will unlock the secret door to employment. Maybe if I add passionate one more time, should I list MongoDB even though I only used it once? Is my headline not synergistic enough? You're not the problem, the system is. LinkedIn promised to level the playing field, but instead built a really nice scoreboard so you can see exactly how far behind you are. Build things, meet people in real life, send emails, contribute to open source. Go to meetups even though they're awkward and the pizza is terrible. Do literally anything except refreshing LinkedIn, hoping today's the day the algorithm notices you exist. Because at the end of the day, LinkedIn is just a tool. A frustrating, engagement-farming, nepotism-enabling tool, but a tool nonetheless. Use it to find information, not validation. Use it to identify targets, not beg for attention. We're developers. We write code, we solve problems. We don't need LinkedIn's permission to be good at it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to update my profile headline to passionate thought leader, disrupting the disruptors, synergy enthusiast. Just kidding, I'd rather debug JavaScript in Internet Explorer. I love you all.